The energy is mounting. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Tony Snell. Then it's John Collins. And it's Capella in its center. And looking at the Nets, Johnson is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's KD in at the 4.
Just way too much length at the rim to contest. Durant is in a league of his own offensively.
Young taking his time here. Right wing. KD against Collins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bogdanovich. Harden grabs the miss.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And it's the Hawks ball. Young passes to Collins. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Harris finds KD. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. And the basket by Johnson.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Young. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Over Johnson. And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist from Young.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Jordan kicks to KD. Jordan, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
Young outside. Pass to Snell. Pass to Collins. Pulls it from the elbow. No good on that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. KD's shot is good. A lot of great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that.
Now, Hunter, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Griffin stays with him.
Now off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
1:30 left in the first quarter of the game. Lets it go from 14. Atlanta again missing. Nets leading by 6. They kick it out to Green. Brown outside. Irving passes to Claxton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Gallinari. This is his first free throw of the game. No good on that one. That one is no good. The Hawks trail by 6. In the corner. Herter with it. The Hawks again can't hit.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Gallinari outside. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And so Brown will bring it up for the Nets. They get a hand on it. Irving passes to Brown. Outside, Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Irving from long range. On the wing, Irving. There's the pass to Griffin. Pulls up. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
And with good height for a wing player, Gallinari gives defenders problems down low.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action after this word. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. Griffin is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then there's Brown. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Dunn. Outside Williams. 6 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Okongwu. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Okongwu's now got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Hawks. Irving for 3. To the inside. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Irving's got his first 2 points.
I think he's the most creative finisher in the league. Irving's so good at finding holes in the defense.
Williams dishes to Capella. Outside Williams. And it's blocked by Brown. Outside Green. And on the way from Irving for 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Dunn.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Now, here is Irving. From deep, 3-point range. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Williams gets the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And then for Atlanta. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Williams. And Trae Young subbed in for Chris Dunn. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Now, here's Hunter. Guarded by Harris. Young. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's KD. And the shot is long. The Hawks have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Young inside. He's guarded by Johnson. Okongwu, the pass to Herter. Hunter kicks to Young. The three. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the second season for...
Oh, man. Tell you what, when Durant is feeling it, he puts on some swagger. He's going to let you know he's got it going.
Okongwu dishes to Young. He feeds it to Capella. The kick out to Young. Back to Capella. Young outside. Over Harden. Again, the Hawks score. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. On the wing, Harris. Harden against Young. Harden's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. So for the Hawks, Collins comes in for Okongwu. And Tony Snell subbed in for DeAndre Hunter. Young way outside. Hits it from 3-point range. Young's got the lead up to 3 now for Atlanta.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock, and the basket is good. And now a 5-point Atlanta lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
On the wing, Johnson. Harris outside. Passes it to Johnson. And they get it. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Hawks lead by 5.
Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. And Gallinari, a guy who maybe should have gotten more All-Star votes over the years, Jack. And that should do.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. They've got Tony Snell. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young. And it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard position.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Young passes to Capella. Back to Young. Over Harden. Young's shot is off.
Boy, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
Pass to Collins. Here's Snell. And he gets it to go. Nets trail by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Irving finds Jordan. Back to Irving. Out to Harris. KD looking around. Second shot opportunity. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Collins.
Boy, what a nice ball fake there. Hard not to bite on that one. I mean, you have to be aggressive if you want to challenge KD's shot. And then he's got you right where he wants you.
Atlanta making some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for Capella. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Trae Young.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Pass to Gallinari. Now the pass to Snell. Shot clock at 6. Collins kicks to Snell. From 10 feet out, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Lou Williams is subbed in for Dunn.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
Dunn, he's checked in for Atlanta. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Harden against Gallinari. Dunn dishes to Gallinari. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Hawks lead by 4.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Nets passing it around. Harden against Dunn. Harden the pass to Griffin. Kicks it out to Harden. On the way, Harris. And again, it's the Nets missing.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Yeah, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, Gio, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Irving surveying the floor. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. The Hawks leading by 6. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Dunn passes to Okongwu. Feeds it to Gallinari. Here's Huerter. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Here's Dunn. Passes to Hunter. Dunn outside. Pass to Huerter. And here is Okongwu. Over Claxton. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And that speed and athleticism of Griffin, a lethal combination when he's on the break.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 3-point lead. Pass to Huerter. Okongwu at the elbow. Puts it up from 12. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Johnson. He's out there with Harden. Durant is out there with Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So for the Nets, Joe Harris is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Irving subbed in for Johnson. On the wing, Irving. He is covered by Bogdanovich. Harden outside. Back to KD. Shoots it up. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
What can they do? I mean, that's the question. Durant finds a shot he likes, and the mechanics are efficient and tight. Practically a sure thing when he lets it fly.
And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He'd been turnover free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
Outside Irving. Jordan high post. Durant in the corner. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The Hawks leading. Here's Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Harris. The Nets shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. And Capella sends it back.
This is the real strength of Capella's game now. Outstanding at using his length and athleticism to block shots.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Back to Irving. To tie it up. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Irving's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
Just 5 to shoot. Left side, Collins. Rebounded by the Nets. KD with it. He's picked up by Collins. Irving. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
Now, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Here's Young, and he banks in the layup.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
Outside, KD. Irving kicks to KD. And now we've got the intentional foul. The Nets making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. .151 left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Harden with it. Yep, it counts.
So impressive with the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. 1:33 left in the game. And there's the pass to Collins. To the wing right side. Snell dishes to Capella. And stolen by Jordan.
At the line for your Nets, DeAndre.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
You know, at this stage of his career, Jordan not only knows his role, but thoroughly and fully embraces it. He's out there to provide energy and hustle on defense and on the glass.
Now Young. Kicks it to Capella. Over Jordan. Back to Young. Shot clock at 3. Over Harden. Young's shot is off. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Money!
Well, Durant knows the team looks to him for this. These kinds of moments, the intensity of the moment never rattles him.
Harden against Young. And Collins now atop the key. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Durant. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Jordan coming up big. His name is Cole, and he ups the ante and delivers.
Here's Young. It's in. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Young with the steal.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
Snell. Good. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He was just where he wanted to be.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it. Coming up next, It's the NBA on 2K. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Holiday. And it's Forbes in at the 2-guard position. And for the Nets, we've got Harris. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. And it's Luwawu in at the 2. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me harken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And Middleton kicks to Forbes. Lopez outside, kicks it down to Middleton, passes it to Giannis. And it's KD with the rebound. And KD's got the ball here for the Nets. 4-point game.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
Not a fast start for the Bucks. Outside Holiday. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis. Now Harris. Outside Durant. And KD throws it down.
Not fair of a coach to send out one defender against Kevin Durant, skilled at fighting through whatever challenges the D wants to throw at him.
Here is Forbes. Takes a 3. Jordan with the rebound.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Durant. Kicks it out to Harden.
Well, due for a miss after 4 of 5 to begin this one.
Off target at the rim.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there to go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
Bucket is good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Milwaukee is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
In transition, here come the Nets. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Claxton after the basket by Milwaukee. Here's Irving. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Griffin with the steal. Here's Brown. The kick out to Irving. And a miss there on the triple. Bucks trail by 10. Griffin with the steal. And stolen by Portis.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Irving passes to Griffin. Back to Irving. Stolen by Tucker. And it's the Bucks on the break. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Nets leading by 8. And Griffin. Here we go. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Nets passing it around and stolen by DiVincenzo. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Bucks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. James Harden comes in for Irving. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And it's off from three-point range. Here's KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. A terrific tempo and a... Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis to explain the origin.
I think the underdog story, started with...
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
We've got Harden. Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Griffin in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Holiday finds Middleton. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Brown. Corner shot. He can't get it to go. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Harden, that's good.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. Down by 15. Forbes the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, he might not be the biggest guy out there, but he's willing to rip that rim off.
Here is Harden. He's got 6. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Harris comes in for Jeff Green. And Luwawu subbed in for Bruce Brown. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Luwawu. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Nets lead by 16.
Well, DeAndre Jordan dominates this game on both ends around the glass.
Giannis passes to Portis. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Portis has got his first basket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice. And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable pop-up. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Irving kicks to Luwawu Cabarrot. Clock at 6. Pass to Claxton. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Irving, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Bucks ball.
Bucks trail by 14. On the wing, DiVincenzo. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Portis finds DiVincenzo. Launches it. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight, and there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Harris. And it's Brown in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Here's Irving, and a lot of contact on that one. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. That one falls. Juarez got 4 this quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Irving surveying the floor. Down low. That one drops for him. And the Nets lead by 18.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom, because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. In transition, here come the Nets. Brown's got the ball. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Brown drops them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Irving drives in and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Giannis high post. And the dunk by Giannis.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
A dominant. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. Well, we know he's a magician on the court. Kenny, has there ever been anyone better? That's all for now.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Holiday. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
He gets that one. And that's 12 points for Giannis.
Yeah, I don't think you're stopping Giannis on a drive like that. He just takes off and one stride gets by everybody.
Harden outside. Jordan trying to free himself up. The rebound by the Bucks.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
And Harden with the stuff.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. And Forbes has it in the corner. Giannis passes to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. The shot comes out. Nets leading by 14. Here's Harden. The rebound by Middleton.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Here's Lopez. Keeps it alive. Giannis on the follow. Giannis has got 4 points in the quarter.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. And here's Harden. 13 points in the game. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Irving's checked in for Luwawu. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday. And Middleton kicks to Connaughton. Here's Portis. And that one drops for him. Portis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Harden left side. Makes it off the glass. Harden's got 18 points in the game. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. The difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
1:15 left in the third quarter. Here's Irving, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
DiVincenzo finds Antetokounmpo. Lopez. And Lopez throws it down hard.
And that's about as flashy as you're going to see Brook Lopez get. What a play.
Now, here is Irving. Guarded closely. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Irving, good.
Yeah, you don't want to leave people open when Blake Griffin has vision of the floor. He exploited the hole in the defense that time.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Lopez, no luck. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Bucks trail by 15. And Connaughton has it in the corner. On the wing, Holiday. And the Bucks miss again. Harden outside. Stolen by Holiday. Up the floor. Jumps up. And so it's Brooklyn. Riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. DiVincenzo with it. They've got Griffin. Kyrie Irving is out there with Brown. Then there's Green. And it's Claxton in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Nora. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's foul number 2 for him. Brooklyn leading by 15. Now, here is Irving. Jordan high post. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, how about the power from DJ there, slamming it down.
The Bucks shooting at a decent 44% clip here. The pass to Nora. Now Portis, guarded by Jordan. Pass to Nora. Here's Portis. Passes it to Nora. Ooh, the double clutch. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And the first one at the line is good.
At the line.
And so he makes both from the line. No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
Now, here is Irving. Defense right on him. Irving double team. The dish to Jordan. Irving misses.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. KD looking around. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Well, that could have easily been an N1. Durant showing terrific body control after contact.
It's Portis atop the key. Pass to Nora. Portis in the post, guarded by Jordan. Portis can't get it to go. Nets leading by 15 to the paint. And Durant gets it to go. The assist from Harris. KD's got 4 points this quarter.
Such a great threat in the post, especially on smaller defenders. He can just see the rim from anywhere.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Alice position, you can see the frustration on his face.
And the basket by Harris. And the Nets lead by 19.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
It's stolen by Harris. Here's Llewellyn. High post, KD. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Irving. Rebounded by the Bucks. Now DiVincenzo. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. James Harden, he's checked in for Irving. We've got 1:55 left to play in the final quarter.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Harden against Holiday. Now here's Harden. He started close.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one. And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Nets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for James Harden.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Brown is checked in for the Nets.
Coming on the floor for your Nets, Bruce Brown.
Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Over to the left wing. Forbes can't get it to go. The Nets on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Durant with a wide open look. Again, Durant missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
KD on the wing. It's Solomon to Tacumbo, and here comes the break, and there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. 23 seconds left in the fourth. Bucks passing it around. Here's Nora. From outside, off the mark. Brown feeling it out a bit. Durant in the corner. Off target from three-point range. Here's Antetokounmpo. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll be And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, some people called on...
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. And for the Nets, they've got Joe Harris, Harden out there with Luwawu, and it's Durant, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Here's Luwawu. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Curry. He can't get that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. KD with the bucket.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Simmons dishes to Curry. Harris kicks to Curry. To the middle and stolen by Jordan. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. Wow, hammering it in.
Listen, the defense of DeAndre Jordan pays dividends all over the floor. Whether it's a block, a steal, he gets the break started. This guy's such an impact defender.
Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
It's the Nets now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. KD with the bucket.
Well, Kevin Durant's looking at the defender like, hey, if you're going to give me that, I'm going to take it.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Here is Harden. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Luwawu. Harris outside. 6 on the shot clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Embiid.
Well, when DeAndre Jordan is engaged, this guy is flat out a difference maker. He understands how to play to his strengths.
And a new group in for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Durant. Green comes in for Harris. Brown, he's checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Maxey, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Outside for Griffin. Right side, Irving. Bible with the ball. Now Green defending. Here's Howard. It's hauled in by Brown. The Nets with the lead. On the wing, Green. On the wing, Brown. Green passes to Irving. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And even through contact, Kyrie still able to finish shots consistently.
The 76ers trail by 4. 52 seconds left in the first.
Well, just a little too physical out there right now. That's already his second foul.
It's his first trip to the line, and he makes the first.
Listen, we know Dwight Howard is on the back nine of his career, but he can still be valuable. This guy is capable of a double-double every night.
George Hill's checked in for Shake Milton. The Nets have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Outside Irving. Pass to Claxton. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Now here is Hill. Takes the 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Irving attacking, and he comes up with the deuce. Irving's got his second bucket.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Howard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Boy, there is such a punishing physicality to the game of Dwight Howard. Excellent job getting to the free throw line.
No good on the second free throw. In transition, here come the Nets. Brown's got the ball. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game.
And so it's Brooklyn in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the...
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps them preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Harden out there with Brown. And it's Green, and it's Durant, and it's Griffin in at the center. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
And you can put those alley-oop feeds as high as you need to when Griffin's on the receiving end. He'll pick it up off the top of the backboard if he has to.
Hill, rebound by Jeff Green.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Harris comes in for Green, and it's Luwawu-Cabarrot in for Brown.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination so impressive.
And it's blocked by Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Harden. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, three guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. And Simmons kicks to Harris. 6 to shoot. Embiid, the pass to Simmons. Over Jordan.
And this has really become a struggle for them. Their shots aren't dropping, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. They need to put everything they have into getting high percentage shots.
To the wing on the left. Harden surveying the D. Jordan trying to free himself up. KD's shot is off. And so they choose to intentionally foul. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Milton's checked in. And it's Harris with the ball for the 76ers. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Green passes to Griffin. Outside Irving. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here's Irving. Rebound by Joel Embiid. The 76ers trail by 14. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Outside, Simmons. Pass to Embiid. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
For Philadelphia, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Hill, he's checked in for Danny Green. And he sinks the second. Brooklyn leading by 13. 1:25 left in the first half of basketball. Claxton the pass to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Unloads. Claxton can't hit the putback. The 76ers trail by 13. Embiid the pass to Milton. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Embiid over Green, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets. James Harden comes in for Kyrie Irving, and then for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Ben Simmons. Korkmaz comes in for Harris, and Maxey's subbed in for Shake Milton.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. He does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Eibel's checked in. Harris passes to Claxton. Kicks it to Brown. The Nets working the ball around now. Harden left side. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Howard finds Hill. Here's Korkmaz. 18 feet out, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 14-point lead. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They lead by 14. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Once again, we're seeing the high offensive.
And that should...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Taking a look at the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the small forward. KD against Simmons. Over Simmons. Here's Jordan. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Jordan's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Nets. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons really using his insane athleticism on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who really carves up the defense.
Jordan dishes to Durant. Uncovered. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. KD's got 8 points.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
It's stolen by Green. One-on-one here. Here's Irving. Outside for Durant. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. The 76ers trail by 16. Stolen by Durant. Irving with the ball. Jacks up a three. Rebound by the 76ers.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The drive by Simmons.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
Harris against Irving. Pops it up for Jordan. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. And that'll be his third foul so far. Some changes for Brooklyn. Joe Harris is checked in for Green. And James Harden subbed in for Irving. And the 76ers also making a change. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Green. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
KD can't get it to go.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Stolen by Harden. Luwawu-Cabarrot gets to Durant. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
And an intentional foul right there. So both teams making some changes here. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Pulls up from the corner. Offensive rebound. The pass to Maxey. From beyond the arc. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Maxey's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Irving way outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Claxton the pass to Irving. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got 6 points.
I love that Kyrie Irving doesn't settle for something on the perimeter. He goes right to the cup.
Here's Maxey. Good D by Irving. And so Brown will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 17 points was their biggest margin. That doesn't go in either for Irving. The 76ers trail by 14. Fires the three. Howard kicks to Milton. Pass to Korkmaz. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Shot clock at 5. He tries for 3. Goes up again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, because of his frame, Dwight Howard is so problematic for the defense. Gets to the foul line.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. And both free throws good for Howard. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The 76ers trail by 12. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. We've got Durant, Harden out there with Luwawu. Then it's Jordan, and it's Harris in at the 3. Outside Durant. From deep. But they get it back. Jordan kicks to Durant. There's the triple. Jordan dishes to Harris. Passes it to Luau. KD on the wing. KD on the wing. It's Durant on the wing. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. Here's Hill. The dish to Green. Fires for three. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Nets leading by 12. Jordan with it. He's picked up by Hill. KD on the wing. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The 76ers shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. Then for the 76ers, Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Howard. Seth Curry comes in for Maxey. And Simmons subbed in for Hill. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his third foul of the game. The Nets have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Left side, Irving. Durant, the pass to Harden. On the wing, Irving. 5 to shoot. Baseline jumper. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The 76ers trail by 12. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Bobbed up there for Embiid. And oh boy, a lot of contact. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Harden kicks to Irving. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Guys, Kyrie Irving stronger than he looks, absorbs the contact and still converts.
And that one falls for Irving. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Simmons passes to Embiid. And Harris wide open. He shoots offline with his three. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. 17 points was their biggest margin.
That is prototype rebounding right there. He gets the position down low, boxes out, and then corrals it.
Here's Simmons. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And when Simmons is taking it strong to the cup, he's looking for a foul. Love this guy's aggressive.
Luau is checked in for the Nets.
Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
On the wing, Harris. Pass to Jordan. It's Durant on the wing. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. And the Nets lead by 13. Simmons against Durant, and Simmons slams it in.
Crafty and smooth. Simmons tearing up the nets. He is definitely a rising star.
Harden outside. And there's the pass to Llewellyn. Pass to Durant from deep. He can't get that one to fall. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Curry, and Durant sends it back.
Boy, the long arms of Kevin Durant twice on the pipes.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Nets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DeAndre Jordan.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Harden way outside. Simmons pulls it in. And the shot goes in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do A view of the Atlanta skyline. And let's go.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Luwawu is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And for the Hawks, Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Tony Snell. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Collins in at the 4 slot. Now, here is Young. Inside, Durant with the steal. Harden against Young. Harden's shot is good. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
Basket counts.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
Harden dishes to Jordan. Here's Luwawu. Pass to Harden. Clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Harris, no good. And Collins has got the ball here for the Hawks. Bogdanovich passes to Collins. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Now Harden. It's Durant on the wing. Releases. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Now, here is Young. The rebound by KD.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good from outside. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Snell, the pass to Young. To the paint. And the dunk by Capella.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim as he does with power. And that is why DeAndre is such a high percentage shooter. Wow.
The pass to Capella. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Capella. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Here's Luwawu, and he gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Young dishes to Collins. And here's Young. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Durant kicks to Harden. Off target from outside. The Hawks trail. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. Now, here's Hunter. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Superb communication between Hunter and his teammates. They set him up so well.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella, and it's done in for Williams. Passes to Brown. Irving up top. Dunn covering. No good from Irving.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
A rebound by the Nets. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Shot on the wing. And the Nets miss again.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Hunter. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 1. Here's Claxton. Okongwu grabs the board. Here's Huerter. Lays it up and banks it in.
A nice option on the break. We know Huerter can shoot it, but he also has the size to attack the rim.
Irving way outside. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Hawks ahead. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. And so in the game for the Hawks, Huerter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Dunn in at the point guard. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The Hawks lead by 3. Hunter kicks to Dunn. Pass to Hunter. At the tip, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Brown the pass to Claxton. 4 on the shot clock. Feeds to Griffin. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Collins. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Griffin. Green passes to Griffin. The Nets working the ball around now. Back to Irving. Stolen by Collins. To the inside. Bogdanovich. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Hawks lead by 5.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Brown finds Griffin. Young against Irving. Pass to Claxton. From deep, Green. Rebounded by the Hawks. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And out of New Mexico, Tony Snell has made himself into a capable long-range marksman.
Yes, he's a guy who plays within himself, GA, stays in his lane, and knocks down perimeter shots.
Ball stolen. It's Collins with the drive, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Young, right side, in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
I mean, he's young, but the game just looks like it's slowed down for Trey. Knows exactly where to get his shots.
And Irving launches it from deep. Griffin dishes to Brown. Irving looking over the floor. Just 5 on the clock. Right at the free throw line. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Hawks leading by 7. .121 left in the second quarter. Collins kicks to Bogdanovich. Young outside. Over Irving. They get it back. And it's put back up and in by Capella. And it's a 9-point Atlanta lead.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Irving can't get it to go. And the Hawks with possession. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And they go to the intentional foul, and it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Brooklyn making some changes. Here's Dunn. 43 seconds left to play here in the half. Now the pass to Herter. Fires at the elbow. Jump shot is good. Herter's got the lead up to 11 now for Atlanta.
Whether off the catch or putting the ball on the floor, Herter's a threat in that mid-range area.
And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Dunn looking over the floor. Passes it to Herter. Puts up a 3. No good. 1 second left. The shot that time not on target. And so it's... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to and the greatest bench scorer in NBA history. That's all for now.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Joe Harris. Luwawu is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Durant in at the 4 spot. The Hawks making a switch here. Hunter's checked in.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And finish off by Collins.
Perfectly suited for today's game. John can put the ball on the floor and get to the rim.
Harris kicks to KD. Nets passing it around from outside the arc. Rebound Atlanta.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Young outside. 6 to shoot. Capella. It's good on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 15.
They are just killing them on the interior.
It's Harden with the drive and Harden with the stuff.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Now, here is Young. 6 points for him. There's the dish to Capella. The kick out to Young. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Good on the triple. Bogdanovich has got 5 points so far.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Jordan finds Harden. Back to Jordan. Fouled in the act of shooting. And it looks like, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pulls up on the wing. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
An underrated aspect of Griffin's game, his tremendous instincts on the glass.
Young outside. Down low. And the dunk by Capella.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been through extra possessions.
Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
It looks like a toy hoop for him. KD throws down with ease.
And that's an intentional foul. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Gallinari comes in for Collins. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Trae Young. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Joe Harris. Here's Gallinari. And it's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Young's checked in for Dunn. 6 on the shot clock. Herder passes to Okongwu, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Okongwu's now got his second basket.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Brown outside. Irving for three. It's rebounded by Herder.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Nets ball.
Nets trail by 16. Irving with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
From past the arc. Offensive rebound. Okongwu kicks to Hunter. His three-pointers off the mark. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. On its way from Irving for two. Griffin finds Brown. Now here's Irving. With one on the clock. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And so it's Atlanta sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll return shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Herder the two with Hunter at the three. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's done in at the point. So that's the Hawks 5. Here's Luwawu. Rebound by the Hawks.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
And a deep three from Harden. That one doesn't drop. And Atlanta will go the other way. Now, here's Hunter. Defense is right there. Here's Herder. Oh, good with the triple.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Dunn attacking. And Okongwu slams it in.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Atlanta making some changes. Tony Snell's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Kevin Herder. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Harris is checked in for Jeff Green. Pass to Gallinari. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Irving with a clean look. The offensive rebound and the basket by Harden.
After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
Young dishes to Bogdanovic. Okongwu, the pass to Bogdanovich. And a wide open look for Capella. Great look, but off the mark. Nets trail by 15. And Durant puts up a deep three. Irving finds Jordan. KD looking around. In the corner, Irving with it. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
All the way back in high school, Kyrie showed us he has a unique touch from distance.
Here's Young. To the middle. Here's Capella. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. The Nets have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. A deep three from Irving. And the Nets, another 3.
Oh, he is saying, come out and find me. Kyrie from well beyond the arc.
There's 1:26 left to play here in the 4th. Young with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Young's shot is good.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
In the corner, Irving with it. From downtown for 3, Harris. Outside for Durant. No good on the 3. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Hawks.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Clint Capella.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
Williams for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. 19 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Johnson kicks to Irving. Connects from 3-point range.
The thing about Kyrie, he has great natural balance when setting up for the jumper.
Outdone. Outside Williams. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it. And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a... Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of... So the next starting five. We've got Harris. Luwawu is out there with Harden. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the 5. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Holiday. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. And Luwawu gets it to go. Luwawu's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Nets. Out to the right wing. Back to Giannis. That shot, no good. Nice defense from KD.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden. Often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Lets the 3 fly. The shot's good from Forbes.
You know, that's really the biggest reason Forbes is out there, guys. Find space on the perimeter and knock down the three-point shot.
Here's Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. To the inside, here's Lopez, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. The drive by KD, and there it is for him. Durant's got 5 now.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Giannis passes to Forbes. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. A 3 ball. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Like the assertiveness, and that comes from having the green light to shoot off the pass. And Forbes, one of the very best shooters off the pass or dribble.
Durant finds Jordan. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Passes it to Forbes. Middleton on the wing. Over in the corner, on to Kumbo. It's stolen by Harris. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
The Bucks making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Shots good by Middleton. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Teague the pass to Nwora. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. He can't hit that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Brown drives in and stolen by Jeff Teague. And they're on the break for the finish. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Yeah, you know, Tucker's a little undersized, but he makes up for it with leaping ability and reach.
Irving looking over the floor. minute 20 left here in the first quarter. And the shot goes down.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Pass to Teague. Griffin with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Irving's got the ball. Yes, that goes in.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far. And if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Portis kicks to DiVincenzo. Pass to Nora. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's DiVincenzo. Griffin with the steal. It's Brown with the drive. The pass to Griffin. Back to Brown. And here's Griffin. And stolen by Jeff Teague. And it's the Bucks on the break. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Love the aggression from Teague there to disrupt the passing lane, leading to a basket in transition. Great play.
Nets leading by 4. Here's Irving. To the paint. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Nets lead by 4. We'll get things started in the second quarter when...
For me personally,
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Holiday. And it's Forbes in at the 2. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Shots good by Middleton.
And the quickness of Middleton on the drive is really remarkable. I mean, he gets to the bucket so fast.
And the jam by Harden.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 7.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding. Encouraging whenever Harden blocks a shot. When he defends with tenacity and intensity, he's capable of this.
Nets leading by 7. It's Durant on the wing. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Jordan finds Durant. Kept alive. Here's Luwawu. Pass to Harden. A second chance effort, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
Pat Connaughton.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. On the clock, here's Harden, and it's sent back by Lopez. Here's Middleton. It doesn't go for him. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Harris. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, you know, it's all about running the right set. And right there, Harris does just that to capitalize.
Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. For 3, Middleton. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Outside Irving. Down low. Griffin dishes to Irving. And that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Teague. From the inbound. And there's the nice layup by Irving. Irving's got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
All Irving needs is just a little room to convert, and he's good to go.
Teague, the pass to Portis. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Knocked away. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Brooklyn leading by 11. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's stolen by Brown. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line.
Bucks trail by 14. Giannis passes to Holiday. He dishes it to Forbes. Back to Holiday. Bucks passing it around. Middleton finds Lopez. Inside. Looking to end the run. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Durant's checked in for Griffin. And it's James Harden in for Irving. Brown dishes to Harden. From 18 feet away. Bank shot. No good.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Middleton. A rebound by the Nets. They've led by as many as 14 points. The Nets have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. First free throw is good. So for the Nets, Joe Harris comes in for Green, and Luwawu subbed in for Brown. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. A 12-point game. It's blocked, and he's able to get it back. The Nets have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Pass to Luwawu. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo's 7'3" wingspan, extraordinary. I mean, he's effective in rejecting shots, bothering shots, and stealing the ball.
To the wing right side. They grab their own miss. And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Here's KD. And KD throws it down.
Well, with that long reach of his, so easy for KD to throw it down.
And so we wrap up the first half. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 12 points, 2.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Luwawu in at the 2 spot. Harden with the stuff.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Giannis kicks to Holiday. Here's Forbes. Trains the three-pointer. Forbes has got 9.
McGee just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Harden against Holiday. Outside for KD. Back to Jordan. Durant, the pass to Jordan. It's thrown by to Kumbo. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone. And Holiday throws it down.
He's an explosive, athletic guard. And I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Harden, the pass to Luwawu. KD on the wing. Second chance shot. Back to Harden. From outside the arc. And it's Durant missing. Bucks trail by 11. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Giannis passes to Holiday. Down low. To the paint. Stolen by Durant. Fast break. Here we go. Ahead. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
To the left side wing. Forbes can't get it to go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Jordan trying to free himself up. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Boy, when you got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Harden. Pass to Durant. Back to Harden. Just 4 to shoot. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Harden's got 12.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself a reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Teague surveying the D, and the wide open shot from DiVincenzo, and the shot goes in.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Outside Irving. .34 seconds left here in the third quarter. The 15-footer, and no good. So Milwaukee, they'll take it the other way. Here's Tucker. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Green passes to Irving. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And their ability to get points. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Portis. P.J. Tucker is out there with Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. To the middle, here's Jordan. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
There's the steal. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. Just 2 to shoot. And on the way from Irving for 3. And that's collected by Drew Holiday.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, I tell you what, Middleton getting his hands dirty inside on the glass. We know he can shoot it from outside, but inside points are bonus.
Holiday against Irving. Shoots from the high post. Forbes with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Middleton with the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
Irving with the bounce pass. Green kicks to Irving. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Harris is checked in for Jeff Green. And it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown. Harden dishes to Durant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Brook Lopez.
Yeah, you look at Durant's numbers, 50, 40, 90. He's made that club multiple times. One of the few players to accomplish that. And he seems to threaten those numbers virtually every year.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Here's Forbes. Misses the three. Brooklyn leading by 13. Harden scanning the floor. On the wing, Irving. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. And the basket by Harris.
You know, in the gym range, that's Joe Harris. He was the 2019 three-point contest winner, showing you why right there.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
Now here's Harden. He's guarded closely. That three off the mark. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. They trail by 14. Lopez kicks to Giannis. There's the triple. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 8 rebounds in this game. And on the way from Irving for 3. Rebound Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. For 3, Middleton, Antetokounmpo. And they had their chances, 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Irving. Durant against Antetokounmpo. From deep. Durant, no good. Bucks trail by 14.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Nets.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for KD.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Giannis passes to Middleton. This one for 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo kicks to Forbes. Here's the 3. Got it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And here's Harden for 3. The shot will not fall. So it's the Nets picking up the win. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For our Bustling Philadelphia. And we've got...
Hey, Kevin. Well...
It does indeed. Thanks, David. So the next starting five. We've got Harden. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Harris. And it's Luwawu in at the 2 spot. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. And it's Green in at the small forward. Now here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard. Well, now, and see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights. It's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
There's the pass to Harris. Durant with the steal. And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody back. Patchen coming off the assist from KD.
Now look, an assist like that gets Durant more hyped than any other play he makes. He loves creating an easy bucket for a teammate.
Now here's Embiid. Here's Simmons, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Brooklyn. This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
I mean, what you can appreciate about Simmons is his all-around game. I mean, he can score, he can pass, I mean, he can rebound, and he does it all at an efficient rate.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Here's Simmons. James Harden picking up that last basket. Harris dishes to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
What a finisher Embiid is. He's a pro at not letting the defense dictate to him.
On the wing, Harris. Harris against KD. And then Durant with the jam.
I mean, when Durant gets a pick, he's dangerous. I mean, 7 foot tall. Who can handle it? How do you guard?
Simmons with it. And he converts the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Durant. Passes it to Harden, to the paint, and stolen by Simmons. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. The shot's good.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Poke loose. Here's Luau, guarded by Curry. Harden the pass to Luau. Back to Harden. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the team. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Korkmaz checked in for Harris.
And guys, I love George Hill's game. He's a smart defender who can score the ball, pass. He's a winner.
Outside for Griffin. Jeff Green on the wing. Now here's Irving. Over Thibault. Hill pulls it in.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers. Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that. Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 1. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Oh, Irving does a solid job maintaining his balance, even with the D being all over him. Impressive athleticism.
Pass to Howard. And 2 free throws coming up on it. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Irving looking for an opening. Seconds left, and that's off the glass and in. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the feel Irving has for the mid-range game, effective at working this area of the court.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Nets lead by... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Korkmaz is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Howard. Then there's Maxey. And it's Hill in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Harris. Off target with his three.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those. And Dwight Howard, you know, not the same 35-minute a game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him. I mean, he provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
Here's Thybulle. And the three off target.
Even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you got to knock down.
Harden, and the layup's good off the glass. Harden's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here's Maxey. Stolen by Durant. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Durant. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And now Philadelphia on the break. It's Korkmaz in the corner. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Green. Here's Embiid, and Jordan sends it back.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
And Simmons slams it in.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now here's Harden. He's got 8. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Harden's got 6 here in this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. From deep, they get it back. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Griffin with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Green with the ball. And it's good for 2. And it's a 9-point Nets lead. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. On defense, Brooklyn. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Here's Milton.
And after that solid opening quarter, you can see now he is definitely starting to cool off.
Green against Simmons. The shot's good from Griffin.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
On the wing, Milton. Wide open look. It's hauled in by Claxton.
The defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Got that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from Harris.
Aggressive move by Harris. A little contact there. He just powers through it.
51 seconds left now here in the second. Irving, the 9-footer's on the mark. Irving's got 6 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the plane.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Nets leading by 9. It's stolen by Harris. And here's the fast break. Hilton the pass to Simmons. .26 seconds left in the first half.
But Durant has arms that just keep on going and going and going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
In the corner, Simmons with it. Pass to Embiid. Stolen by Harden. In transition, here come the Nets. KD with the bucket.
You must know that Durant is looking to score off the pass. He has such a quick trigger.
On its way from Curry for 2. The 76ers again can't hit it. And so it's Brooklyn looking at a 13.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. And the Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The period came to a close with them hoping. And
well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Griffin down out there with Irving. And there's Green. And it's Claxton in at the center, locking down the middle. Lobbed up there for Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Now Irving. 6 points for him. He kicks it to Griffin. He dishes it to Green. The shot from the low post is good. Green's got the lead up to 13 now for Brooklyn.
And this is what you get from Griffin. Very willing to give it up to his open teammates.
Simmons looking around. Inside, Griffin with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Green with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Irving's shot is good.
Another area where Irving is lethal. I mean, sweet release on his 3-ball.
Curry with it. Brown on him. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. For Philadelphia, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. And so he hits the technical free throw. Some changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Maxey comes in for Seth Curry. And George Hill's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Hill, no good. Nets leading by 15. A deep three from Durant. Rebounded by Howard.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
It's stolen by Hill. And here is Harris. Another shot. Howard kicks to Harris from the arc. And another shot on the wing. Harris outside. Green. Back to Harris. Tries yet again. Brooklyn with the rebound. KD's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. In the corner, Harden. Back to Harris. And the pass to Durant. Here's Luwawu. A three-pointer off the mark. The 76ers trail by 15. Harris looking it over. Out left to the wing. Here's Maxey. Lays it up off the glass.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
It's Durant on the wing. Harden with it. He's picked up by Hill. Lobs it up. Oh, goodness. Where did that come from? That was beautiful.
Wow. And any lob to Jordan is about as sure a thing as you can get. So athletic for a big with tremendous hands, and big fella knows how to get in prime position for those alley-oop feeds.
Now here's Harden. He's got 10. Outside Jordan. Kicks it to KD. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Howard's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, once again, Harris showing off his incredible physique. Just really blowing past defenders in the open floor.
Here's KD. 6 points for him. On the wing, Harris. Durant with it. Now Green defending. 2 on the clock. For 3, Harris. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Jordan against Harris. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the 76ers with some changes. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Maxey. Now here's Howard. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Brown the pass to Irving. Down low. It's tipped. Howard with the steal. It's stolen by Green. Here's Griffin. And that's good off the glass that time. Griffin's got his 2nd basket of the game.
There isn't a defender in the league who wants to take on Griffin inside. I mean, he's going to take you to school down there.
And a deep 3 from Irving. It's off. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Nets. They lead. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Embiid. Then it's Shake Milton. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Milton kicks to Embiid. And it's Thybulle in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Nets leading by 16. Harden with it. Harris outside. Nets passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. Harden the pass to Brown. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Thybulle. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Playing the revenge card right there. Trying to get those 3 points right back and work.
Harden outside. From deep 3-point range, and Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Now, here is Harden. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your AD.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And Simmons slams it in.
I mean, that's too easy for Simmons. I mean, the closer he gets to the bucket, the more dangerous he is.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Harden outside. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And the 76ers with some changes. Harris is checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Green comes in for Korkmaz. And Curry subbed in for Shake Milton. A good group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. Johnson, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Brown. Outside Irving. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter. Shoots the 3. And the Nets miss again.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide open 3 like that.
Stolen by Harden. Right side, Irving. Trying to get something going. No good that time. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Here's Harris over Irving. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Harris is so quick on the drive. Sometimes defenders have to foul him and just hope he misses the shot.
2 shots.
And Harris drops them both. Here is Harden. On the wing, Johnson. Passes it to Durant. 56 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And Irving launches it from deep. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
It's the Nets now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Pass to Harden. KD on the wing. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Well, listen, as soon as Durant gets past the half-court line, he's in range. I know that sounds crazy, but you need to start picking him up out there.
Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And so it's Brooklyn. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.